Hey everybody, today we are here with season 3, episode 5. So come on in and let's get it going.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome in today. Before we get started, pause. We gotta bring in the ancestors
Yes, ma'am.
and allow them to bless this space and give us some good downloads that's gonna move this conversation today. So
That part. Yes, ma'am. Let's go
ready?
ahead. Y'all make sure y'all got your tea like Hannah. We said something
Oh
last
yes, yes, yes. Please join us with the tea light. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know what it is. Bring them on in. Before we jump into our topic, we got one more thing to do. It's happy
Yeah.
hour. Happy
Yes,
hour.
ma'am.
Yeah, so get your shots, whatever it is that you got. Even if you don't drink, take a little sippy with us for us, because that's what we do over here. All right. So, sis, you want to go ahead with your happy hour tonight?
Okay, sure. With my happy hour, I have been having the pleasure of, and this is going to be so simple, but if you know me and you see the name, but my happy hour is that my rose bushes are starting to come back in. Like, I am so excited. I am so excited about my rose bushes. I see little rose buds, and like, I have a reading on my book me site of rosebud. Like, roses
Yeah.
are just me, right? I love roses. I'm sitting here staring at roses now. Roses are my love, right? So to see my rose bushes just like are starting to like green, and the rosebuds are coming in and they're going to be blossoming soon. I am so excited, but that also makes me feel like spring is like really, really officially here. So I'm with it. I'm with it all. I'm with it. So I'm really excited about my rose. And I know that's something like really, really like simple and is out of the scope of things, but that's my happy hour.
Well, that's not simple for us over when we do this. Like, we love this shit. And with your happy hour, my happy hour is very similar because today I went to Lowe's and I got my stuff for my garden. I'm gonna be doing my little herb garden. I got some lavender, basil, rosemary, and I think some thyme and oregano.
I
I
know
spent
that's
about
right.
$75. Yeah, I spent about, not too much, about $75 for the with the soil and all that. So I'm ready. I'm a little sad I didn't have time to do it today because I really, really wanted to. But I'm definitely gonna be making time. I got some seeds that I got to sow for my vegetables because I'm trying to get my garden going, and with the herbs, not only will they be used for my cooking and all that stuff, but they also attract pollinators.
Right.
So I'm very intentional with what I'm doing. So if y'all are into gardening, get like us and start planting y'all some stuff because it is so satisfying. It's very,
It
very rewarding
is.
whenever
My
you see the hard work come
yes,
up.
and my hydrangeas are coming in too. I'm like,
Yes, I was gonna get some of those. Yes, and
girl.
you know what? You remember when I was like, I didn't want to really plant too much or do too much in my yard because I wanted to get my house remodeled.
Mhm.
But you know what? I want to go ahead and do that anyway. I mean, the house is not pleasing to the eye at all as far as the outside. And I'm just like, it's gonna take a little time
It's gonna take
before I
time.
can do
Yeah,
that. So I can just go ahead and do my yard and everything how I want it to be.
exactly.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that, about getting my
Oh,
yard because I love outside. Y'all know I stays outside if y'all see my social media. So yes.
I love it. Look at us. This is so awesome. And you have to keep us posted on the gardening and how all that's going.
Definitely, I'm gonna be getting in my TikTok bag with those videos for sure.
Yes. And y'all, if y'all have any gardening suggestions and stuff like that for us, please let us know because we
Yeah.
are we are new at this stuff.
Hmm.
I've been telling sis that I wanted to start a garden and everything, and I haven't started it because I'm scared to death. So I'm waiting on her to do her stuff first, and then I'm gonna learn from her and we gonna go from there. So that's how I want to go about my little garden.
I'm in these homesteading groups, okay, on Facebook. Them homesteading groups, especially for Black women, and so I definitely learn from them.
Okay. And I've been watching a couple of people on YouTube and stuff too. So I got to get back to that because I haven't seen a couple of people's videos, and I know they've been posting, but I really haven't seen their videos come up on my little timeline or whatever lately. But let's go ahead and get our cheers.
Definitely. Cheers to the spring and planting seeds.
Yes.
Figuratively. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ciao. Ooh. Got my ginger ale.
Yes, I gotta have my water, especially with this North Carolina pollen out here, baby.
Girl, I was sneezing earlier too. I was like, whoa. Definitely gotta go get me some local honey so I can get up on these allergy types. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come to no allergies and stuff.
Yes, because that helps with the pollen because it's local. Yes. I'll get up on the science now.
Yes. Yeah, we don't just do the whole apothecary thing and we're uneducated on this shit. Like, we really know what we be talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, we really be educated on stuff. Like, I don't think y'all realize our credentials and stuff, but I'm a whole, like, certified holistic therapist, and sis be doing her thing with her apothecary. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Really get into, you know what I'm saying? Because we really do
about an herb, and I can tell you something off the top more than likely about it. So
that part, get with her. Okay, so y'all, let's talk about friends. How many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on. Friends. So I wanted to kind of talk about grown-up friendships, because I feel like teenage friendships, grade school friendships are totally different in the evolution as you become adults, because interests change, your surroundings may change, you may move, you may, life may take you certain places, whether it be physically or relatively. So I kind of want to get into like some friend talk. You about it, sis?
Yes.
Right. So lately, I've been feeling a little, I don't know. I've always been the distant friend. Okay. So I've never really necessarily been the friend who is always around the group. Right. I'm the distant one. Like, I'm the one, like, I come around for birthdays, I come around for holidays, I come around, y'all let me know y'all want to chill out, I'll come around then, right? But I'm not the friend that's just going to be like popping up, or we're just hanging out on the couch just doing nothing. I'm the type of person that I always have to be doing something, right? But I'm also the type of person that where I am now in life, my interests and things are very different from my friend group. And so the dynamic that I've already kind of, made with my friends, with me already being the distant friend, I kind of already have been one off anyway. So, for me, it kind of feels weird. And this is where I am. I'm in this transition phase, right? It kind of feels weird to me because I have been such the distant friend that I've evolved and they have too. So I feel like we're in two different places. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like the odd man out the bunch, and I've always been the weirdo. So, I've always been the one, one off anyway, like I said, but it just feels different now that we're adults and that we're grown and stuff. And of course, there's no hard feelings. Nobody's done anything or anything like that. But it's just one of those things where you kind of start, like, distance actually creates distance and space. And it gets you to a place where you may not know each other anymore. So what do you think? What do you think about that, sis?
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Like, I hung out with a friend in New York after we hadn't seen each other in a while, and we didn't really have much to talk about because we were in just two totally different spaces. Like, we really didn't, you know, I mean, once we got through the initial, things, the catch up things, it was like, so like, it was kind of like you were
Yeah.
digging for things. Um, but as far as like past friendships with me, my situation, like, yes, I did grow apart, but you said there was nothing negative that happened in your friendships
Well,
specifically, but mine.
I can't necessarily say nothing negative because I do feel like I have been purposely left out of things and
Mhm.
and not invited to certain things.
Same for me. But the people I thought were my friends also like did things that friends wouldn't do.
Okay.
And so it was like literally one of more than one of them tried to sleep with my baby daddy.
Really?
One of them went behind my back more than once. Well, not with him. But like, mind you, and he told me this, so it's not like I'm assuming
Wow.
this. Yeah, so it's like things like that, and I'm just like, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very loyal. Like, I don't play about friendship, regardless of what we can have a conversation about it. And if you did something to me, and I stop talking to you, and you don't even try to find out like why you ain't heard from me, then you already know what you did, and you know I ain't talking to you. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be what it is, and that's pretty much what has happened with those friendships. And now that we are adults, though, like, we're cordial. Like, I will speak to them because we did like I did love them, like that. We were like real tight, but I like you. I've always been the odd one out. Like, I've
Hmm.
always been the one that is not there. Y'all might be hanging out regularly, but I'm not
That's how it
there.
is. Yeah.
And I used to feel some type of way about it. And you remember when we were in Atlanta and I was in the bathroom, infamous situation.
Yeah.
um, Hugon told me that the reason why it's hard for me to make friends is because of my spiritual protection. It's the spirits that are with me. They're like, you can't fool with too many people.
Yeah.
Like, it's just because you're too sensitive to energy, and you are gonna be real with people, and a lot of people can't take that. Hence the Fritz situation that I am in with my supposed current, adult friends at the time.
Hmm.
Um, they don't they can't really take that I'm gonna be honest and tell them about themselves. And I'm sorry, like, y'all can tell the way I speak. Like, I'm a very blunt person. I'm a very straightforward person, and I don't know how to say it any other way
Right.
because what I mean is what I mean, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is. It just is what it is. I love you, but I'm not about to kiss your butt, and I'm not about to make you feel. I don't coddle. I
Me
don't
either.
show pity. I am very empathetic. But
Yeah.
if you are in your own way and we're supposed to be friends, I'm
I'm the
going to tell
same.
you because that's what a friend is supposed to do.
Exactly, exactly. We're supposed to build each other. We're supposed to see each other grow. And if you're doing some stupid shit, we gonna call it out. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But we are also supposed to support one another. And I really feel like that's one of the biggest things that like I don't get from my friend group. So I
We're always
find
the
it
supporter, but we never get the support that we
that
give.
part that part and so that's why it's kind of like I'm kind of in this place where like I've been such the distant friend where it's just like I've created a lot of distance and space and we don't even I kind of feel like we just don't even know each other anymore.
Mhm.
Which I like you said, I still love them and everything. Like there's nothing like, you know what I mean, that is so bad to where like I don't want to talk to you anymore at X, Y, and Z. Da da da. I know I'm not even present really in the group chats anymore. Shit, I know that they have group chats that I'm not in now because of that or whatever. But I do admit, like, sometimes it does hurt my feelings to see like they've gotten together, or they've planned to get together and nobody said anything to me, or X, Y, and Z. So like, I mean, that is kind of hurtful. So and that's another reason why there's distance too, because it's like I'm gonna feed off your energy, and the thing too is I also got tired of nobody checking in on me. Like, nobody checked on me to see how how I was doing after I left my marriage. Like, nobody checked on me in regards to a whole lot of things, and so that's why I'm kind of like, I'm good off that. You know what I'm saying? And then also, like, you forge other friendships and other groups. Like, we, for us with our coven and stuff, we're sisters, very close. We talk every day. And for me, I like to give the energy that's given to me. So like, I do talk to people every day, but that's because they make an effort to talk to me. You know what I mean? So
like, I talk to my sisters every day because they talk to me and text me every day. For the most part. Like, yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's another thing too. Like, I shouldn't always have to be the one to reach out, like, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, that shit gets tiring. And I don't always, like, I know I'm the strong one, but damn, like, can you check in on me
Yes.
So,
yes. I have one friend that does that. I have one friend. We've been friends for a very long time. And I'm very grateful for her, because it's like, you don't really think about what you don't have in friends until like stuff starts popping off. Like, when you see that the energy is not reciprocal, and like, you only call me when what? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm done with all that. Like, if it's not reciprocal in any relationship, I feel like, especially friendships, because friends are like your next relationship to your significant other, for the most part.
Right.
So if I have like that, you who I'm supposed to be talking to about him, so if I can't do that, and if I can talk to you about your problems and make you feel better, but if I'm talking to you about my problems, you can't really, where are we at? Because also it also just speaks of your level of where your mentality is at that point too. If you have a friend that cannot make you feel better, like, it's not even like I said, coddling. It's just giving you like a piece of advice because they have some sort of wisdom to, it's kind of like you give and give, but they can't even give you a little piece of, I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not articulating it properly.
I do. Honestly, I really do. And honestly, sometimes it's not even a word that you need. Sometimes it's just like you pulling up and like saying, hey, like, I'm here. Like, giving me that actual shoulder. You know what I'm saying? To like, I don't know. Like, nobody checked on me after my fire either. Like, there's like real serious life-changing things that I went through, and nobody really truly checked in on me, and the only time that they really asked was when we were face to face. Like, oh yeah, how is what's the name, or how you doing? But like, there was none of that, like, as I'm going through, or none of that. So it's just like, okay,
that's wild. Yeah,
cool. Are we really friends? Like,
no. But as soon as something happens to you, you're expecting me to call, like, that I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? You need anything? But I can't do the same. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's hurtful. It hurts knowing that you can't. Yeah, knowing that you can't do the same. It's very hurtful.
Like, it is. So y'all better be reevaluating them friendships for real.
Yeah,
because it's especially when you're our age and you're building, like, you getting your kids together. Like, I'm not an empty nester yet, but I will be soon. And the people I intend on mixing and mingling with ain't gonna be sitting at home with no job, for one, no car, for two, asking me to come pick dates up. No, like, I'm not. We're going out, we making money moves. If we brunching, we business planning. If
We
we're doing like,
networking.
yes, we are out. We out in the streets because I've been waiting on this time as a mom. Like, I love my kids, but I didn't get to live my 20s like I wanted to.
Yeah, I get it.
Ready to be out here, and I want to have people around me that are gonna want to do the same things, have the same goals, not even the same things. Like, like I can help you with your stuff. It might not even be in the same field. Like, we can support each other. Go here, go. Like, that's the type of stuff I'm ready to do, and I need some people to do it because I don't want to have to. I mean, I will, but I don't want to have to travel to state to do stuff with my god sisters. Or I don't want to have to wait to do that stuff, but we will.
Yeah.
But
we will definitely.
We gonna
definitely will. But that's another reason why I do a lot of stuff solo. Like, I do almost everything solo. But here now lately, like, I went to something called Girl Dinner. And what it was it was just a bunch of ladies who wanted to get together and just fellowship over dinner and just kiki and talk and just meet new girlfriends, potential new girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? Just like-minded people and stuff like that. And it was so much fun. Like, I ended up sitting at a table with all the ladies who I sat with came by themselves. So it was cool to have everybody who didn't know anybody else in the room sitting with you. And we all exchanged numbers and stuff. They had another event this weekend, and I didn't get a chance to make it. But I really wanted to go too, but I didn't get a chance to go. But girl, it has been so much fun just, meeting other people, meeting grown people, meeting people like that's right along the same wavelength as you. I'm going to go to another event next week. That's kind of like that. But it's just fun. Like you said, I'm an empty nester. So for me, being a distant friend is fun so that, I can go out here and I can mix and mingle and meet other people and, really get out and really explore the DMV, explore, the networking out here in the DMV. I'm big on business too. And the friend group that I was part of, they're not into, doing entrepreneurship and things like that. They're into the things that they're into. And so I respect that. And so I go out and I find, like-minded people who are like me, who want to get out and enjoy. And I go out, girl, I'm out Thursdays, Tuesdays,
outside.
Wednesdays. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just out and about, socializing and stuff. And it's been a blast. And I was just telling my mom the other day, I was like, Mom, you and me are two totally different people, because at my age, you were home every night, like getting ready for bed and, getting ready to get up at 4 a.m. to go to DC to go to work. And I still have to, go get ready at 4 a.m. Like, I gotta get up at 4 and get ready to go to work and everything. But I'm still outside the night before. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah, you would have never called me like you are. She was like, she's like, I kind of live vicariously through you because I know you're like really enjoying life, and I really love that you're doing that. So, yeah. So I was just like, cool. She was like, plus you raised your child. You know what I'm saying? He gone. He in college and stuff. So, yeah.
That's why I said I'm ready so I can be outside networking because, I stay in a little bitty town where there's nothing. So in order for me to really do things, I will have to go further because don't ask me to move because I don't think we own our house in the land. I'm not paying anybody rent. So I'm staying in Little Rockingham, and when I get rich, I buy a house somewhere else. But so I'm gonna have to travel, and with young kids, it's hard to do that because my kids don't be without me. I don't get a mom break, because my family's so everywhere. But my mom, she's gonna keep them for a week for me. Spring break is next week.
I love it for you.
I've been trying to be outside a little bit.
I know that's right, sis. I know that's right. That is amazing. But yeah, and then to your point, like you do the mom stuff, and so I've done the mom stuff, right? So with me having my baby, in high school and they're now having their kids now, it's so totally different, right? Like they got 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, and they got multiple, some of them have multiple kids. And I'm just like, yo, like, I'm outside.
Yeah, because who about to have a newborn? My youngest is about to be 11. I got about 9 more years. No, thank you.
I said that I would have kids until maybe I would be open to having kids until maybe like 45. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right now it's a no. Right now I'm on that. I always teeter on the fence. Right now it's a no.
It's a no for me.
I'm having too much fun.
Indefinitely. Okay.
This is like, I'm not even thinking about it again. Like, it's just a solid, like, nah, we good. Like, no. Yes. So, okay. So with us being like the ones who are one-offs or whatever, do you find that you don't really have a whole lot of people to talk to about a lot of things?
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. I think about that. Not that I get in my feelings about it, but it's just that, like, I'm like, dang, nobody ever. Why not? Like you said, I'm texting, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You good? Don't nobody ever text me that except for that one friend.
Yeah, I know the feeling. And again, like I said, it's a little hurtful. But I do have like a couple of friends. But I have one friend who I'm starting to notice that they, like, we've always been close, like, but we have these moments where like we're distant and then we come back together and we're like these distant, come back together, distant. But something that kind of started bothering me like within the last couple of years, and it's gotten better lately. But I noticed that they would only call me when their husband wasn't around. Like, or if they were having issues with their husband, that's when they would call me. And then that's when they would ask, oh, how are you? Before they got into their shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's when they would ask, how I am and stuff. But they've gotten a little better since then. But
so is the husband not around because like he left the house or because like they broke up or something?
No, like he would go run some type of errand or go pick somebody up or go do whatever he got to do. And so she'll call me real quick because he ain't home. So I feel like that was kind of weird too. Like, and I don't like when people do weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
You can't talk to me from your husband because is he controlling or he don't like me?
Well, me and him always go back and forth, but it's always a playful thing. Like we kind of, you know what I mean? There have been moments where I was just like, I don't like this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I tolerate him. You know what I'm saying? But he's, like I said, he's been getting better or whatever. So it's whatever. But and that's been,
you don't like him.
I'm sorry. But I'm on my best behavior sometimes. Like when me and him get going back and forth, man, that should be funny as hell. Cause I be going in. That should be funny. But yeah, I mean, we cool, but we cool, but we ain't cool like that. You know what I'm saying? We cool, but we ain't cool. You know? So whatever. Cool.
Hell.
Oh man.
That being said, have you ever had someone who like openly told you that, like a friend openly told you that their significant other didn't, like you or want y'all to be friends or anything?
No, but I've been the only married one out of the whole group besides the one I was just speaking about. So no, I've never. You know what? I heard. I think if I'm not mistaken, I heard that one of my friends' significant others did not like me because she would always use me as an excuse to where she would be, and she really wouldn't be with me, but she would tell him that she was with me. And so he didn't like me for that reason. And I think he really thinks that like I was allowing her to be sneaky or whatever, but she legit wasn't with me. Like most of the time she told him that, you know, she was with me. I don't even fucking know about. Like, bitch, you could at least told me.
Right. That's so. Yeah. That's sad.
How about you? Has you ever had that?
No, I haven't. I have had friends stop talking to me when I got a boyfriend because they ain't had no boyfriends, I guess. I mean, I guess. Oh, it's because they were. Yeah, and so
women. Why are women so fickle though? Like,
I don't know, but I didn't get told a lot of stuff because they knew I ain't do it. I ain't not out here sleeping with the crew. I got a boyfriend. Y'all get okay. I'm sorry. That's just what these. But don't be mad at me.
That part.
I mean, what are y'all offering? What are you doing?
That part.
But yeah, that's the only situations where I've had like when it comes to relationships, like I'll get that's always another reason why I'm like always to decide, because I'm in a relationship and y'all out here going out and getting bust down.
That part. And now I have had my significant other not fucking not fucking my friends at all. Or not
mine like too, because they was outside getting bust down. so like you're murderers. Like you don't need to be hanging out with them. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't follow. Like I'm my own person.
That part. Yeah. And then that being said, I used to hate when people would be like, birds of a feather flock together. Like y'all, no, I'm not that bird, baby. That was not the case. Like it's history here. That's not the whole birds of a feather. No, there's history. So that's not why. And it's crazy because people be like, yo, you out of the, like when people see me, they were like, you out of that whole bunch are different. Like you're different. Like we barely even see you. Like we barely know your name. Like you're different. Because I don't be out here. Like I be out here, but I don't be out there in those streets.
Right. And so it's funny you said that. So when me and my kid's father, we have been together since I was like 19. And so he told me, he was like, one of the main reasons why I talked to you, because he was from up north, so everybody was on him. But he was one of my best friend's cousins. But anyway, he said one of the reasons why he chose to talk to me was because I was not the out of all of them. Like they was out here they was out here, doing the do and everything, and everybody then, so like y'all don't even be knowing that men be choosing based off of what you be doing. I mean, yeah, men be it's just with this whole situation with the double standard, but that is something to think about.
Yep.
But
very much so.
Yeah, I'm not the bird of a feather that flocks together.
No, I'm not that either. I'm not that. I'm a unicorn.
Yes.
I'm a unicorn.
I'm a phoenix. I'm a mythical creature out here.
Yes,
I'm a different kind of bird.
We're something out of this world. We're not even like something we can even fathom for real. We're something in like you think is imaginary in imaginary books or some shit. Like,
Yes.
Well, all right. So we talked about being like the odd person out. We talked about being the distant friend and everything. So how do you cope with like being by yourself, being the strong one, being the one that nobody, checks on? How do you cope with all of that?
Well, ever since, in Atlanta, I've been able to deal with it better since I got insight to why that was happening. It does still bother me, but I understand it. And so, and then when I think about it, like, I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so busy. Like, I really don't have time to be that friend that is always around. So the friends that I have, they know this. And they're okay with it, because my one friend that checks on me, she's like, "What you doing? Are you doing something this weekend? You know you always doing something." And then she always gets me, I be taking naps too, because I'm like, I be having to recharge.
Yeah. But you know, the friend that I was talking about, with the husband who, you know, she only calls and stuff when he's not around. She will reach out and she'd be like, you know, you always busy, so are you busy now? Like, so she does throw that in there too. So I will give it to her. She does throw that. She's like, hey, are you busy? Because you the one always out here in the streets. What are you doing? Because she called me and I was on my way. So I was driving on my way into DC, and she was like, see, this is shit I'm talking about. Like, you always, like, I can never just drop a line on you. You're always doing something. So yeah, she's right. Y'all are right.
Yeah, right. So, you know, just knowing that, unfortunately, friendship is not a part of my journey. And that's just what it is. I mean, and there's nothing I can do about it if I want to continue to make progress in my life for the things that I want. Because me and my friends are not in the same place. Yeah. None of my friends are trying to be business owners. None of my friends are going to school. Not that I know of. One of them is trying, though, the one that checks on me, because she's taking my advice. Yeah. She's doing things. She's trying to do things to elevate herself. So it's like, I can remain. I know I can remain your friend because you're listening to me. Not that I'm trying to tell you what to do, but you're coming to me for advice, and then you're actually doing that advice with that advice. And that's a problem in a friendship too. Like, you can't keep coming to me with your problems and you're not doing what I'm trying to help you. Yeah. But you're not using the help. Yeah. So just knowing that you also not wasting your energy on certain things. It's like, do I really want to be bothered? Like, you know, I like to be by myself a lot of the times. Like, you probably gonna get on my nerves in 20 minutes. And so you know, just thinking about how it benefits me in the long run, obviously.
Right. And I totally feel you on some of your points, because for me, I'm like, okay, so we're really not on the same wavelength. Anyway, the way I cope is, I've always been somebody who keeps myself busy anyway. And I'm creating more of a work-life balance. And that's another reason why I was never like really I'm not open, but I was never really available. Like, I've never really had availability, because I was always either working on my family or I was working on business. So I did make myself available when I knew that I needed to be available. You know what I'm saying? I made myself available. And even when there was just sporadic, oh my God, I need you, I was there. You know what I'm saying? So the way that I cope is I keep myself busy. I cherish the ones that I do have that are, you know, that do check on me, that I do talk to on a daily. I have my coven sisters, and I had to realize that I'm more of a woman who loves sisterhood more so than friendships. And with sisterhood, distance doesn't make a difference for us. Distance, honestly, it gives us a excuse to go somewhere. For real. Exactly. You know what I mean? It gives us an excuse to go, you know, visit each other. But you guys are so like-minded, and so we're all on the same wavelength, and we're so aligned that it doesn't even feel like there's distance there. And that's why I said I'm more of a sisterhood girly than I am a friendship girly, right? A friendship girly is somebody that you can gossip with, you can waste time with, waste energy with, waste resources with. But when you have sisterhood, there's a difference. There's people that push you, There's people that critique and only have like your best interest at hand, like you said. There are people who only really truly want to see the best for you, and who are like, your victories are their victories. They celebrate you just as well as they celebrate themselves. It's like, when you win, we all win. We never tear each other down, but we are real and raw with one another. And we pull each other to the side and gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's a real grown up situation. It's a real situation that you actually have to be grown up to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Grown up to engage in, honestly, because if you're not on the same wavelength as us, you will feel left out. You will feel like, you're odd man out. You will feel, and it's not intentional. We don't do stuff like that to, be intentional, but we just be on our own. And then that's another thing too. Y'all understand, y'all are a bunch of distant friends as well. So like, when we don't check in, we check in every day. We do say good morning and shit. But it sometimes that's just all we do is good morning. Hey, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? But we're able to also go into the chat, and we're also able to say, hey, I had this dream, y'all, or I feel this way, you guys, or this is, what happened to me. This is what's going on in my life. And we can vent to each other, and we're always there for one another. No matter what we go through, what's in front of us, we're always there for each other. And so I thrive in those type of relationships. And so that's also what helps me cope with the whole friendship thing. But also, my ancestors continue to remind me over and over and over again that my journey is a lonely one. It's not necessarily a journey to necessarily be shared the entire lifespan of this journey for me. And so with that understanding, and with, having that knowledge, I can move in different, and maneuver in different ways, and have people to understand, hey, I'm not the distant, I'm the distant friend. I'm not going to be there all the time. Like, I'm not the one who's going to sit on the phone for hours. Like, we got to if we're going to sit on the phone for hours, we got to be brainstorming. We got to be planning something. You know what I'm saying? We really have to be growing each other, progressing something. But I just don't want to sit on the phone. And I say it all the time. I don't want to sit and dry rot. When I'm home, I don't even have the TV on. I'm reading. I'm doing something that's growing me. So I don't waste my time and energy on certain things. And so I need people who around me who understand that, and I have come to terms with the fact that those people are not always going to be around me. They're going to be most of the time at a distance. So, and I'm okay with that.
Right, exactly. And just to piggyback off of something you said about sisterhood, whenever I was saying that friendship is not a part of my path, I literally got the download, but sisterhood is.
Yep.
And so, because I literally talk to y'all and my real life sisters.
Yep.
My real life sisters, like, we text and we be sending each other stupid TikToks, like we be on the FaceTime, so doing nothing. My sister with the kids, phone be everywhere, kids, like that is what, those are the people that I do those things with, because one's in Greensboro, one's in Charlotte, and I'm here. So we are distant, but it don't seem like it, because thank God the technology, we have these things, so it does like really help. So definitely the sisterhood. So find y'all some good girls that want to have a sisterhood and that can support you and just be there for you, just for the fuckery, because like you said, we be in the chat like talking about all kinds of stuff,
everything
from the downright dumb as hell to the serious, like, life-changing shit.
So, we talk about any and everything. And I love our video chats. Like, I love when we get on the phone and we video and we kiki. That's a highlight too. Like, I love being able to stop and then, of course, that's planned because we're all busy. So I love the fact that we can stop. We can say, okay, we got to check in on each other, because we ain't really saw like face to face each other in a while. So we get together.
And we never set a time limit on that phone call. We
Never.
be on there till somebody's like, all right, y'all, I gotta
The
go.
last time we was on there till it was a little after 2:00.
Yeah, it was
in the morning.
It was a good minute.
Yes.
And something else I wanted to mention. We went to Atlanta, and this was even after a year of us being together, and that was mentorship. When we came together, it was like we
knew each other,
hanging out. Like it was so natural. It was,
and we had not seen each other a day in our lives
at all. And you know how when I'm not gonna say most, but when a lot of females get together for the first time, especially in a close environment like we were, it's some sort of drama, some sort of tension. And we didn't have none of that. That's how you knew, like, this is
a real sisterhood.
Like it was, and we was like we had so much fun. Like,
but we also said in Atlanta, we were like, this feels like we've known each other for lifespans over and over and over again, and it still has not changed. And none of that has changed. So I love it. I love y'all so much. Sisterhood is everything. And maybe we'll get into more of what sisterhood versus friendship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll get into more of that on another episode. But sis, I think this episode was really good. I think, we can call it, what it was as far as, this episode goes and friendships and stuff. I think we did a pretty good job covering a lot of things.
Yeah, so y'all drop in the comments what y'all think about friendships, y'all's experiences, so we can, get a discussion going, because I love hearing about people's friendship drama anyways, because it's some stuff out there. It's some people out there that just don't know how to be friends. So
Has there been any friendships that you guys have transitioned out of or grown out of, and how did you guys handle it? How did you guys cope? Did you guys find any new friends that are along the same new wavelength that you guys are on? Definitely drop some of those. Definitely drop some of that information down in the chat, y'all. We would love to hear about it. But until next time, y'all, we out of here. Bye.